1 in the chat if you got that correct. Thank you for participating. This was Vic with your warm-up trivia quizzes. We hope you enjoy the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate that you have chosen to join us here at Adirondack Bank Center for some Utica Comets hockey tonight. As we approach the puck drop, we have some tips for you to enhance your game day experience. First, be sure to check out our variety of concession options throughout the concourse. Whether it be a hot dog, hamburger, or a slice of pizza, there's something for everyone here at Adirondack Bank Center. If you have any questions during your game day, visit the Lennon's W.B. Wilcox Jewelers Fan Zone behind section 208. Chat with one of our customer service representatives who are waiting just to assist you. Every game day can be memorable for any fan, which is why we ask that everyone follow our fan code of conduct. For your safety, please remain alert throughout the game as pucks, sticks, or other objects from the ice surface could enter the stands at any time. Throwing any objects on the ice is prohibited. Those who violate these rules will be escorted from the arena as provided by admin. Before leaving or returning to your seat, please wait for a stoppage in play. Additionally, please refrain from leaning or pounding on the glass at rinkside. We request your cooperation by supporting all participating athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity or other offensive comments directed at officials, athletes, coaches, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated. Today's pregame may include small amounts of audio and strobe lighting effects. Patrons that suffer from epilepsy or other visual light stimulation effects are asked to be aware. Fans, we thank you for your attention.
Good evening from the Adirondack Bank Center here tonight in Utica, New York. It's the Utica Comets and the Belleville Senators meeting up for some RAHL hockey. Welcome to the 93.1 RAHL radio network, and we will bring you the live coverage here in Utica. Well, it's going to be a good atmosphere here in Utica this evening, as well as a few of the players looking to prove their talent here tonight in this beautiful vintage building. On the other side of the break, we will get you your starters, scratches, starting lineups, and on-ice officials, as well as set the table for this one here in the RAHL. We'll be back. You're listening to the RAHL Radio Network. Welcome back to RAHL Hockey here from Utica, New York at the Adirondack Bank Center. Thanks for tuning in here tonight in Utica. We look to go for period number 1 in just about 9 minutes or so as an 8 o'clock puck drop here at the Adirondack Bank Center. Both teams for this game here in Utica have both played, both getting off the bus, Belleville getting off the... I'm going to restart that. Belleville getting off the bus this morning, coming into this building after a trip down Interstate 90 down here to Utica after losing to the Syracuse Crunch 7-1 on Saturday or on Sunday. In the regular season here for the Utica Comets, they also played the Syracuse Crunch the other day, and they lost 5-1. So the Syracuse Crunch doing a huge number on both these two clubs, but they look to get back at it and back into the action here tonight in the Adirondack Bank Center. We'll see if we can have this game here tonight. Both teams having a little bit of attendance issues here, so we will try to get that rectified for you before we bring you the puck drop here tonight. We will get you your scratches and starting lineups in just a moment, but taking a look at the regular season standings for this prior to this contest. Currently leading the way, it's the Syracuse Crunch leading in the entire Roblox American Hockey League, and also in the national anthem, or in the Roblox American Hockey League. Second is the Toronto Marlies. They are tied with the Utica Comets, who are also playing tonight. The Utica Comets are 1-1, as well as the Toronto Marlies are 1-1. Belleville still looking for their first win of the regular season. They are just underway for their 2025-2026 campaign with one goal on the docket, or with one game on the docket. And once again, that was a loss to the Syracuse Crunch. I believe they actually have 2 games on the docket here, as the standings haven't been updated in a minute. But the Utica Comets and the Belleville Senators are very close on the standings indeed. I think this is going to be a terrific matchup between these two clubs. And, this is going to be one of those games that it's a game of inches. And that's what I expect to see here tonight. Well, intros are just on the other side of the break in about 2 minutes or so. We will bring you back here in just a moment to get your scratches, your starting lineups, and puck drop. We'll be back here on the RAHL Radio Network. Back live in Utica for tonight's evening contest here in the Empire State. The music has started and we are ready to go. And we are ready to go here as intros have begun here in Utica. Well, so far we have not gotten your scratches, starting lineups, or anything here tonight. We're apologize on that. But we will have that rectified for you in just a little bit. Now that we're back from that little audio endeavor, it is time for hockey here in the Utica, here in the Empire State of New York. Here at Central New York, Utica Comets hockey commencing here tonight at the Adirondack Bank Center. Welcome fans to the broadcast. We thank you for tuning in here tonight as both teams getting ready to come on out here tonight in Utica. So the music gets quiet here in Utica. And we're going to restart the intro again. Our apologies for the chaos that's been happening here tonight in Utica. I'm not sure why things are happening the way they are. Now they've got the wrong lights on. So it's going to be a good atmosphere, though, here in Utica. And I believe we're going to see some good hockey once we get ready and set to go. So here on the 93.1 radio, RAHL radio network, we look to go for period number 1. The Utica Comets and the Belleville Senators meeting up here tonight in the Empire State. So officials out on the ice. Your on-ice official here tonight for the RAHL hockey will be Love Those Bucks. He is the longtime RAHL official. He will be in the stripes today for the game here in Utica. Starting lineup for the Utica Comets, it's going to be Eggy taking the position of the goaltender. He will be in the goaltending position with the 2 players in front of him. It'll be Let's Go Dodgers, aka DJ Got Wheels S2 and Hunter Word Gaming. So both those 2 will be in front of the netminder Eggy. Eggy played a strong effort against the Syracuse Crunch the last game. Facing a lot of shots and only allowed 5 goals, but his stats were really fantastic for the game against Syracuse. I'll get you those stats in just a second, as I don't have a stat sheet in front of me. Starting lineup for the Belleville Senators. I'm not sure who the goaltender will be. I believe it will be Sam, though. Sam, aka RAHL fan Rofe, Illinois, or Rofe, Illinois. He will be in the net for the Belleville Senators with Peepo, aka Nick H Games. He will be ahead of Sam, as well as Epic Ethan. Epic Ethan subbing in for the Belleville Senators here tonight. So the clock has wound down here in Utica. We're set to go for period number 1, and we will be right back with your national anthems and your starting lineups here in Utica. Back after this, you're tuned in to RAHL Hockey.
Utica fans, it's time to get loud. You are the...
That was the playing of our national anthem here by Samantha Roberts, and we are ready for hockey here in Utica as both teams will skate around and get ready for tonight's matchup. The lights come up here in Utica, and we are set to go. Starting netminders for both these two clubs, it will be Eggy starting in. I'll zoom in on him right now. Eggy starting in net for the... Correction, it will not be Eggy. My apologies there. It will be Hunter Word Gaming. He will be starting in net for the Utica Comets, as well as on the other side, it will be Sam to start in net for the Belleville Senators. Both teams lining up at the face-off circle, and we look to go. Period number 1. Puck is down, and we go to work here in Utica. The music is still playing, and we are underway. The puck goes up and out of play, and the first whistle of the game will go to the wayside of the Utica Comets. Just underway here in Utica. 6:48 to go in period number 1, and we look to get back to action here in the Empire State. So taking a minute to drop the puck here in Utica. Puck is back down, and we are back underway here. Offensive pressure. The puck goes up and out of play again, and another whistle. And a face-off coming up inside the offensive zone for the Belleville Senators. On that face-off, Epic Ethan getting in on the mix. Back to live action on the near side of the boards. That'll be cleared out of the zone where the Belleville Senators will look to dispossess. Peepo has it. He'll send it inside to the offensive zone once again. That's knuckled up in the air and up and out of play for a whistle and a face-off once again here. So a slow start in Utica here tonight. Just about 10 minutes after the top of the hour, and another puck goes out of play. And the officials have got to get together here and start telling these guys to stop standing on the puck here. That would be very important. For the game here tonight. So still lining up at the face-off circle. Don't know what's happening here. An extended delay of time. So we'll change the camera here a little bit. And there's another whistle for the game here. And it looks like not Dodgers. I believe that is... change the camera here a little bit. That is Eggy. No, it is Hunter, who is having issues joining and unjoining the game here. So it looks like Lily, the owner for the Utica Comets, will bring herself to the crease for the Utica Comets early in this game, so they make a goaltending change. It doesn't count towards their opening lineup, however. She is just filling in for the game here tonight. Puck is back down on the far side of the ice in the corner, right by the Utica Comets tunnel entrance to the locker room. Peepo has it on the high side. He'll send it down low, south of the goal line, where Epic Ethan will try to flittle it around the boards to a player, but that will pop up out of play for a whistle and a face-off with 5:55 to go in period number 1. Puck is back down here in the... Puck is back down here in the offensive zone. It's the Belleville Senators inside the offensive zone, kept alive by Epic Ethan. He'll send it down low, back behind the goal in the trapezoid. And the Utica Comets will dispossess. That'll pop up out of the zone, and the puck goes out of play once again. So we continue to delay ourselves a little bit here as the slow start continues here in Utica, but we are back underway with Bucks Ronaldo dropping the puck. Back behind the net, it's Epic Ethan diving for it. Here's Eggy. He'll backhand it, tries to get it out of the zone, but fighting for it. 50-50 puck battle. Unequipping his stick is Epic Ethan, and that will be a penalty call, I believe, on the Utica Comets here. And, oh no, they will continue to play on here. Player goes down back behind the net. No penalty call on the Utica Comets there either. A backhanded feed just in front of the goal as Pipo makes the offensive drive. That'll be cleared all the way down the ice. A race for it back behind the net on the near side of the boards and pops up into the zone. Backhanded feed just goes wide of the net where the Utica Comets will dispossess. Puck glitches out of play on my screen. It kind of lagged all the way down the ice on the opposite end. But we'll have a face-off inside the game here. So an offensive zone face-off once again for the Belleville Senators. They shoot it on goal, saved by the netminder. He looks for it. Now Eggy tries to split the defenders and tries to get it ahead. That's the first shot of the game for the Belleville Senators. That goes to, I believe that was Pipo standing right at the net front. Cleared all the way down the ice with 4:10 to go in period number 1. Here's Eggy with the puck. He'll touch it up. Icing will be called on the play, and we will have a whistle. Thanks for tuning in here tonight in Utica at the Adirondack Bank Center. Just underway here in this contest. Not sure if we're going to have a media timeout or not. Yes, we will not have a media timeout, as that'll be cleared all the way down the ice. 4 minutes ago, period number 1 with Epic Ethan. Ethan wheels the wagons, puts it into the slot. He split up by the defenders in front for Utica. So this is going to be a tight affair here, as we have seen the Belleville Senators get on the offensive prowess for the first portion of this game. Epic Ethan tries to wrap it in front, slips off his stick. He'll play it to the circle, and a backhanded feed out of the zone for Let's Go Dodgers. Let's Go Dodgers swats at it, keeps it away. Here's Eggy now. Eggy's out. Eggy has offensive zone, or Eggy has possession through the neutral zone. It'll be given up and through over the blue line. That'll be passed all the way down the ice. A little bit of a miscue for Epic Ethan. And it'll be passed all the way down the ice where Pipo will have to retrieve for it. Let's Go Dodgers swats at it in front of the Utica penalty box. Now inside the referee's crease, a 50-50 puck battle ensues as that blasts right up and out of play. And a whistle will come here in Utica. A shot right off the draw as Let's Go Dodgers puts it on goal, and Sam dives for it to make the save. He kind of missed it, though. Utica's now got offensive zone possession. Here's Eggy working it in, shoots it towards the goal. He kind of gets a slow shot right towards the goal, and now the Belleville Senators will clear it all the way down the ice. right into the offensive zone circle for Belleville. Given up. Here is Epic Ethan. He'll diving for it. Now a scramble play right in front of the goal. Lily scooping at it. Played up along the blue line, but kept alive by Pipo. Pipo for Belleville puts it just down into the trapezoid, where another 50-50 puck battle will ensue. The puck is lying there, right back behind the goal of Lily, and that puck will shoot up and go up and out of play. It may have lagged a little bit. We've got some interesting little lag issues here in this one, as I believe Dodgers. Yep, he fell through the map, but he is ready to line up and ready to get this one back underway here. Puck is back down here in Utica with 1:55 remaining. A tuck attempt in front and a save by Lily. And that might have been a save, but it also might have just gone wide. No shot on the board for the Belleville Senators, as they got one shot on the game here so far. Epic Ethan wheels it back behind the goal, now gets it in, works it to the slot, and it'll be bounced off the glass and up and out of play once again for another whistle for out of play. 1:33 to go in period number 1. We are underway in this first period of action. Here in Central New York. Belleville wins the draw. Backhand, it'll be played to the middle of the ice, where Pipo will shoot it towards the goal. Nice save by Lily, as she needed to be ready for that one. Almost mispossessed. Another chance and a save by Lily again. 3 shots on the game now for the Belleville Senators. They are pulling and pulling again. A backhanded feed. Another save by Lily. Oh, what a chance. And Lily is keeping the Utica Comets in this thing right now. But Eggy will dispossess Epic Ethan, and he will get it through the neutral zone. Now on the backhand, here's Eggy looking to get some offense for the Utica Comets. Played up to the slot area, where Pipo will now wheel it around, blasts it through the boards and out of play for a whistle and a face-off. 42 seconds to go in period number 1. Coming up next, we will have the intermission report, brought to you by Losers Basic Necessities. So with 42 seconds to play in the contest, or in the first third of this game here tonight, 20 minutes after the hour, and the puck is down. Digging for it is the Utica Comets. They get it into the offensive zone, but cleared all the way down the ice, where Lily will go out and play it, played down back behind the net. Epic Ethan digging for it for the Belleville Senators. He's got it, now up high. Gets it into the slot area. He's got an opening. He looks for it, but what a great defensive effort by the Utica Comets to continue to pressure the Belleville Senators. 5 seconds to go in period number 1. We will hear the buzzer sound right now. Pipo over the blue line at the end of the period. That is the buzzer, and that is the period. 7 minutes in the books. 14 minutes to go. In this contest, the shots on goal are 4-0 in favor of the Belleville Senators, but no one has struck gold. 0-0 our score. End of the first period of action. Back after this, here on the RAHL Radio Network. Remember, guys, to turn on the intermission lights next intermission, please. Welcome back to Utica, here tonight at the Adirondack Bank Center. Goose eggs on the board to start off this second period of action as both teams lining up at the face-off circle for period number 2 of RAHL hockey. I'm Quebec, the commissioner of the RAHL. Anyone who is at the game right now, we apologize for the inconvenience that we had during pregame, but the puck is down and we go to work for period number 2. Eggy's got it on the offensive zone, looks to start the offensive zone trail for the Utica Comets, but that'll be stolen away by Pipo. Ooh, a nice steal away back for the longtime RAHLer Eggy. Eggy now in the trapezoid back behind the goal. He'll look to spin it in front. He fans on the shot as that'll go into almost just wide of the goal into the blocker. That puck is driven in out of play for another whistle. 6:28 to go in the second period of action. Shots 4-0 in favor of the Belleville Senators. Utica doing a nice job, though, in that first little duration of play, though, to get the puck on goal. .628 to go in period number 2. The net has yet to be hit by a puck here tonight. But we look to go here and get another duration of play for you here on the RAHL Radio Network. So I don't know what the holdup is all about here in the game here. And it looks like we will take an extended stoppage of play. We'll take a media timeout here in this one. So we will step aside here on the RAHL Radio Network. Back live here in Utica, a whistle and a face-off here in with 6:19 to go in period number 1. Do not Back live in the Adirondack Bank Center here with 6:19 to go in period number 2. So here in Utica, we do have some new developments coming in where William Chad, the longtime JKHL as well as former BMHLer, and a selection of other leagues, he will be joining the Utica Comets in the contest here tonight. Utica in their white sweaters, ones like I said before, white sweaters with red and black striping. On the other side, it's the Belleville Senators, who will win the face-off and blast it right out of play, right behind the netminder of Eggy. Eggy resuming the crease for the Utica Comets. And we look to get back underway here. So your new lineup for this second period of action, as the faceoff is won by the Belleville Senators, is William Chad, along with Let's Go Dodgers. They will play in front of netminder Eggy. Epic Ethan looking for it on the near side boards. He'll play it out of the zone accidentally, not intentionally, where Peepo will be there to dispossess him inside the defensive zone. William Chad fighting for it with Epic Ethan, and William Chad will now get it inside his own zone. Oh, give it away! Here's Ethan with a shot, and it goes wide of the net of Eggy. Peepo back into the zone where the Belleville Senators are ready to score here. Ethan with the puck. He'll be on the near side corner, and digging for it is William Chad, and that'll be sent all the way down the ice on goal, and a save by the Belleville Senators goaltender Sam. That's the first piece of work that he's had to deal with tonight. Epic Ethan gets it inside the offensive zone. He's got a headman feed back behind the net where the remaining troops for the Utica Comets will now dispossess him. William Chad and Epic Ethan have been fighting this entire period, and Peepo will try to keep it into the zone. That'll be cleared down. Peepo's got it inside his offensive zone. He loses it, and now here's William Chad. William Chad, a very skilled player in the RAHL, played last year for the Belleville Senators. He played 2 games for the Belleville Senators, scoring 1 goal, and he's definitely been a more mainstay this season for the RAHL. Backhanded feed in front, and I might have gotten a piece of it as Sam jumps out in front of the goal. Back behind the net, here's Peepo. He will clear it, bounce pass with a headman feed. Now on the near side boards, where Epic Ethan waits and assesses his options. He's going to have to play the puck somehow, though, as that'll be deflecting right along the blue line, kept alive as it bounces off of Dodgers into the zone. The Belleville Senators now lose the puck. It'll roll down the ice and back behind the goal of Sam. The whistle goes, not sure if that was icing or not, but we will reset here in this one. 3:56 to go in period number 2. And both these two teams, goose eggs on the board here in Utica. 3:56 to go, period number 2. We are still looking for the game's first goal. And it looks like Peepo may have disconnected from our game here. He will be getting back into the contest here momentarily, trying to rejoin the game. So we'll have another extended stoppage here in Utica. Thank you for tuning in here tonight in the here in Utica as the second period just underway. In this one. And now we've got our 2v2 back and ready in the game here. And from the looks of it, it looks like we may have had a penalty call on the play. So we'll see what happens here in the latter half of this second period of action. And yeah, we do have a power play coming up for the Belleville Senators. I wasn't sure that that was the case, but we will be going on the power play for the first time today. The first time they will be working for the power play here. Belleville 2-on-1 with William Chad as the PKer for the Belleville's or for the Utica Comets. Puck is back down, cleared into the offensive zone. William had won it for a second, and the puck goes up and goes out of play for a second. And now there's music playing. Not sure why there's music playing, but we will be getting back into the action here anyway. Back behind the goal, it's Epic Ethan looking for it, and he will try to get it. And he will try to get it now. The music stops finally. I'm not sure why in the world that happened. William Chad inside his stick glitches through the ice with 1:25 remaining on the man advantage. They bring it up high where Peepo shoots it on goal. It'll be a save by Eggy, and the rebound in front, and another wraparound attempt through the crease in front, and a save by Eggy, and he has been unstoppable here so far. Belleville's got it. It's Epic Ethan. He scores! Epic Ethan with a power play tally! with 2:58 to go. 102 remaining on the man advantage. Epic Ethan has got us up 1-0. Epic Ethan, the longtime RAHL product, took a season off last year. Now he is subbing in, playing for the Belleville Senators. And now William Chad looks to respond for the Utica Comets. He'll play it to the slot area where Ethan will try to dive for it. And now played up the boards. Now Pipo has got it racing with the Dodgers. He takes the shot. It'll end up on the outside of the goal. Back behind the goal. It's a 1v1 ensuing inside the Utica zone. Wraparound attempt in front, cleared out of the zone by William Chad, and he will play it into neutral ice. In front of the penalty boxes, that's kicked into the zone by the Utica Comets, but it's onside though. Utica now weaving and winding inside the offensive zone. They open up a lane towards the goal, but no shot off as the shot still 1 for the Utica Comets, 7 for the Belleville Senators. William now gets it back behind the goal. He looks to center it, but that'll be cleared out of the zone once again, where the Belleville Senators now have a race for it. Here's Pipo. Pipo with a wide open chance in front. Nice save by Eggy. Another shot on the doorstep, turned out by Eggy once again, and now they are under a Eggy under a firing squad here for the from the Belleville Senators. On the far side corner, that'll be poked out of the zone, and now William Chad, if they've got a 2-on-0, it's with Utica. Utica shoots it just wide as William Chad had a wide open lane to the net and could not tuck it in. Back behind the goal, the Belleville Senators stretch feed once again. Here's Pipo again. Pipo's got it backhanded and a sails just wide of the net. Now things are starting to pick up the pace here as the Utica Comets will settle it in their defensive zone. 1 minute remaining, actually 55 seconds remaining on this second period of action. Pipo blasts it just wide of the goal. He tries to crash the net and get another rebound, but it'll go on the outside of the goal and into the neutral zone. Epic Ethan, once again, the goal scorer for the Belleville Senators, current Laval Rocket product, subbing in here tonight for the Belleville Senators. This was allowed by the league. Utica now has got a 2-on-0 once again for the offensive zone. He puts it just wide of the goal. It's William. William with offensive zone possession. He'll ring it around the wagon and now back behind the goal where Pipo, the shark, with his shark helmet, will get it now over the blue line. Into the offensive zone, right into the slot. And into the right circle now, where Pipo couldn't get a shot off, but he'll clear it back into the offensive zone once again, deep, and the horn will sound. Period number 2 in the books here in Utica. We will be back after a intermission here tonight. It is 45 minutes into this one. 2 periods in the books, 1 period remaining in this one. It is a 1-0 game in favor of the Belleville Senators. Back after this, here on the RAHL Radio Network.
Welcome back to the ice, your Utica Comets!
Welcome back to the Adirondack Bank Center here in Utica, New York. Third period about to get set to go here in this RAHL contest between the Belleville Senators and the Utica Comets. Thank you for tuning in here on the RAHL Radio Network. We look to go for period number 3. So in that second period of action, a lot more fireworks to go in that second period of action being shown after a power play goal by Epic Ethan to get the scoring started for the Belleville Senators. That is the lone goal in the contest for this game. So as we get set for period number 3, in this contest here in Utica, shots on goal are 8-1 in favor of the Belleville Senators. As the third period of action, a little bit of a delay as our DJ having some problems in this contest. Beautiful night for hockey in the Adirondack Bank Center. Teams lining up ready to go, but still awaiting some things to happen for the game here this evening. Both teams lining up at the face-off circle, and we are ready to get this third and final period underway here in Utica. Puck has not been dropped yet. And there we go. Puck is down. We're underway. Third period of action here in Utica. Epic Ethan resumes control of it as he leaves off just where he left off in that second period of action. That'll be thrown down the ice off the stanchion of glass by the Utica Comets, and they look to dispossess the Belleville Senators, who will send it towards the goal. Oh, it zips through the pads of Eggy, but goes just wide of the goal. Thrown towards the net, goes into a skate, another chance on goal, and another save for the netminder, Eggy. Pipo has got it inside the offensive zone for Belleville. They look to dispossess the Utica Comets. That'll go out of play for a second, and yes, the officials were able to see that. So we will have a neutral zone draw here in Utica. 6:13 to go, period number 3. We're underway in this third period. And that face-off was done unfairly, so we will have a whistle and another chance to try it again. Epic Ethan doesn't like the call by the referee, Love Those Bucks, but it is the correct call. When the sticks are in the face-off circle, you cannot play the puck. Puck ends up, yep, that's a whistle and a face-off. That is the puck drop system had a little bit of an issue, so we will reset here for another face-off. So lining up at center ice with 6:01 to go, period number 3. Puck is back down. William Chad, he's got it over the blue line, takes the shot, it'll go wide of the goal, and a breakaway for William Chad, and that'll hop up out of play for a whistle. William Chad on the breakaway. And he breaks ahead right after the center ice draw with 5:45 to go in period number 3 here, and we are once again having a slow start. So popped up out of the zone for the Utica Comets. Puck is back down on the play, and where William Chad will try to dive for it. Hunter blasts it towards the goal. They score! An own goal for the Belleville Senators. Hunter shoots it towards the goal, and it is a 2-0 lead for the Belleville Senators. Eggy made the initial save. And that, unfortunately, has been just kind of how the Belleville Senators' night has gone. So 5:35 to go in the contest. So with 5:35 to go, and it looks like we have a power play coming up for the Belleville Senators again. If we take a look at the chat, we can see that the Utica Comets talked in chat. That is a penalty in the RAHL. So Let's Go Dodgers will jump out onto the penalty kill. William Chad, the penalty killer on that initial play, will have to sit on the initial power play. Cleared all the way down the ice, and good kill so far. 2 thumbs up for the Utica Comets as that puck glitches places again. So we will have a reset. Face-off coming up with 5:22 to go in period number 3. Thank you for tuning in once again here on the RAHL Radio Network. That puck is driven in, and with Epic Ethan on the power play, he looks to carry it forward. Brings it in over the blue line, too wide for the Belleville Senators, but he gets it ahead of Pipo, where Pipo will now dispossess him in front of the goal, wraps it around the goal once, twice, looking for a shot, swats at it. Nice block by Let's Go Dodgers. Another chance. Nice save by Eggy. This penalty kill is phenomenal for the Utica Comets, much better than the one that they had earlier. With 1:10 to go in the man advantage, it is still a 2-0 lead. Here's Pipo working it in, backhands it, just wide of the goal, and swatting at it is Epic Ethan. He'll shoot it he'll sizzle it wide of the net, and that'll be cleared again by Let's Go Dodgers. Well, Utica Comets fans have to be happy about this one. It is still a 2-0 lead, and the Utica Comets, this penalty kill, here's Epic Ethan, shoots it on goal, saved by Eggy, cleared down by Let's Go Dodgers again. What a penalty kill for the Utica Comets. .50-50 puck battle. Let's Go Dodgers has it inside the offensive zone. He shovels it, and it'll go wide of the net. And on the far side of the boards, where Pipo will have to carry it back in front of his own goal. Through neutral ice, here's Pipo. He works it in with Epic Ethan, now looking for it. The pass across was impeded by Let's Go Dodgers. Penalty kill is over. Back to full strength, cleared all the way down, and now the Utica Comets have killed off one of two penalties for themselves here tonight. That shot goes on the outside of the goal by Epic Ethan. Cleared down the ice. Nice headman feed. Here's William. William works it in. Shoots it. Saved by Sam. And a beautiful stop. Now the other way. Here is Pipo. He works it in, but that'll be batted away by Let's Go Dodgers. Let's Go Dodgers with a fantastic defensive effort. It's William Chad. William Chad now racing for it. Epic Ethan gets there first, though, and inside the Belleville zone, here's Utica working it in. Net front drive. It'll be a save by Sam once again. Not sure if that'll count. William Chad, he scores! William Chad strikes for the Utica Comets and cuts the lead in half here in this third period of action. 2:44 to go in period number 3. It is a 2-1 lead. Puck is back down here as William Chad now steals it over again, and he looks to tie this game up. Utica has cut the lead down to 1. Rings around the boards. It's Pipo with it. He steals it away. He's got an offensive zone, now a breakaway. Breakaway, backhanded, just wide of the goal, and the Belleville Senators will be kicking themselves on that play, but Epic Ethan has got it inside the Utica zone. Thrown towards the goal by William Chad. It was almost another own goal as Hunter owned goal here earlier today. He has left since then. That puck goes out of play for a whistle. He has left, but Hunter has left since then. He may, depending on what the league says about it, he may be getting a 1-game suspension for leaving the game in frustration. Yes, that is a rule in the RAHL that if you rage quit the game, so to speak, rage quitting is a suspendable offense. As that shot towards the goal, and Pipo will make who developed the shot in his factory of tricks. Eggy makes the save. Low shot affair that zips up and out of play for a whistle and a face-off here in Utica. 1:33 to go in period number 3. Utica has looked good offensively here in this third period of action. Just 3 shots on goal. One of them has struck gold for Utica. Happens to be their last shot of the game that they've had. Puck is down. We're back underway here. That'll be sent in down the ice where Sam will look to play it. Here's William Chad and Pipo battling for position. That'll pop up to the point. Now shot towards the goal. Zips just wide of the net as the Utica Comets, once again, offensive prowess showing on their strong suit here. Backhanded feed all the way down the ice where Let's Go Dodgers will play it forward. Now a nice headman feed down all the way down to into the zone where William Chad shoots it towards the goal. He's got it right in front, stealing it away as Epic Ethan falls down. That'll be cleared up into the glass, just deflects off the glass. William Chad, he's got it right in front. It tries to tuck it in front of the goal, but could not do so. Let's Go Dodgers gets it across. 40 seconds to play in period number 3. He scores! A backhanded feed right behind from the top of the zone. The Utica Comets have tied this game at 2. Belleville could be getting a penalty now because Sam talked in chat. We'll have to see what happens. But yes, it is a 2-2 tie with 37 seconds to go in period number 3. Still lights are down, still in Utica here. And the game, if you're just now joining us, 2-2 our score in favor of nobody because it is a tie game. I believe that was William Chad getting on the score sheet again. It's his second of the night if he is, and the play is under review here. Not sure why though. The play was the stick was a backhanded feed down the ice. Now they could be reviewing it for offsides. And it's because Belleville has challenged that play. Well, if Belleville challenges this play, that means that if it comes out that it was a rightful goal, that they will be getting a penalty. Here is the call by referee Love Those Bucks. He stands at center ice. And we are still awaiting our call, folks. Just give us 1 second. Utica Comets jumping up and down. I assume that means that he has called it a goal. And we're back underway, so it's a 2-2 tie here. A backhanded feed. Oh my goodness! Right off the goalpost! Cleared up. Here's Peepo. He's got it right in front. It deflects all out of play with 10 seconds or 9 seconds to play in period number 3. Lining up for the face-off inside the Belleville zone. Backhanded feed just wide of the goal. It'll pop up in front. Cleared down by Utica. Going out to play it, and we may have a whistle here right before the period ends. And the Utica Comets tying it up late with William Chad, a pair of goals, and we will head to overtime. Tonight's overtime is brought to you by PBRN, Public Broadcast Radio Network. From sports to news to music, we've got you covered. Two to our score here in Utica. And we will step aside briefly. Back after this, once they explain overtime to some of the new patrons in the voice chat, we'll get you set for overtime here in Utica. Back after this, here on RAHL Hockey. Welcome back. Overtime is now with us. Overtime was on the horizon. It is now upon us. The Utica Comets and the Belleville Senators meeting up for the game here in Utica. Two players out on the ice for the Utica Comets, and it looks like we will have the league commissioner will step in here. Just back in a brief moment here on RAHL Hockey. We are underway for the third period of action, or the overtime is underway here where Utica is on the power play, 2v1. They could win it in overtime here tonight and complete the comeback. It's a 2-2 tie for Let's Go Dodgers. He'll set it up inside the offensive zone, cleared up to the blue line, but it deflects off the stick of William Chad. William Chad has now got it inside the offensive zone. He'll lose it. Pipo clears it all the way down the ice here in overtime. Let's Go Dodgers will swat at it, and he'll drive it in all the way down the ice. Here's William Chad now. He's got it, picking it up right from the corner. Shoots it towards the goal. It deflects just wide of the net. Oh, man, right through the blue paint, and William Chad had the dagger. Let's Go Dodgers will spin it out of his own zone with 2 minutes remaining in overtime, 57 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Backhanded feed just goes wide of the net, and now inside the neutral zone where Pipo has it for Belleville. Belleville and Utica, this has been a tight matchup all night, but Utica can complete the comeback with an overtime win here tonight and get 3 points on the season. Here's William Chad. William Chad has got it. They look for it. Both these two clubs, by the way, have had now have a point at least for tonight's matchup, as they have met it, or as they have perceived and continue to play past regulation. Backhanded feed in front, scramble play right in front of the goal. It sloshes around the offensive zone, and Utica will now be dispossessed. Cleared all the way down with 13 seconds remaining on the man advantage by Pipo. Backhanded feed up over the blue line. The power play expires, and now we will have a whistle, and both these two clubs will change. So back to 1v1 action. 1 minute remaining in period number 4, overtime here in Utica. So both these two clubs will change and get the correct personnel that they would like on the ice here with 1 minute remaining in overtime. Let's Go Dodgers is standing there a little bit confused there, not sure why, but he will exit the ice. Pipo will come out to play for the Belleville Senators. William Chad out on the ice. He's got 2 on the game. And we are back underway here. William Chad wins the draw. 50-50 puck battle. 1v1 overtime. That'll be cleared all the way down the ice. Not sure if they're going to be yelling change or not, but it'll be passed across where Eggy will go out and play it. Here's Pipo. He's got it inside the zone. Shooting it off the goal post. Rebound. Loose in front. Saved by Eggy. 35 seconds remaining in the overtime. Another shot goes on the outside the goal post. Man, this is going to be an intense finish. Pipo with it. Backhander. Score! Scores! Pipo on the backhand wins it for the Belleville Senators. Belleville takes the victory over the Utica Comets. They could not complete the comeback. Overtime win for Pipo, and it is the final score 3-2 Belleville with 23 seconds left in overtime. Final score 3-2. My apologies for the voice crack there on the goal call, but that was exciting as all get out. So on your screen now, you can see a little bit down there, a little bit of ways, that the Belleville Senators have taken the win in overtime. Once again, final score 3-2, and we will bring you the post-game action from the RAHL studios, where Yiva and Bucks will resume the post-game show, or at least one of them will be. Here in this one. So thank you everybody for tuning in. The Belleville Senators take a 3-2 win over the Utica Comets here tonight in overtime. Final score once again 3-2. Shots on goal 14-5 in favor of the Belleville Senators. This was a really tight affair, and we expect to see more of it as this season series progresses. This is just game number 1 of the season series that they have officially played. I cannot remember off the top of my head if these two have had a forfeit game or not so far. Thank you for tuning in, and good night from the RAHL, and good night from Utica, your post-game show with Yiva and Bucks coming up next.